All right, so if you're new to my channel or if you've been here for a while, some of you know I do not like the Apple Silicone cases. Now, I'm just not a fan of what Apple has going on with their cases anyway, because they make great products, but why do their cases suck so bad? So I say, you know what, I'm gonna take it upon myself to go out there and go grab the Apple Silicone case and use it for a week straight to see how I like the case. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some of these cases I don't really use a lot. I slap it on the phone, I do my review about it because I know how all these cases go. But the Apple Silicone case was one case that I disliked. But I said, T, let me use it for a week straight. I actually went out of town, went to my school's homecoming. I was out and about with this phone in hand with the Apple Silicone case. So I'm here to give you my thoughts about it, to see if I still hate this thing, or maybe it's not so bad after all, and maybe I was a little bit too harsh on it. So first things first, let's go ahead and take it out of this actual natty. Now the natty and the clay color silicone case, I feel like is absolute fire. I absolutely love this combination. It's probably gonna be one of the best combinations that you get if you have the natural titanium. But let's go ahead and look at the silicone case by itself for what it is. So once again, this is going to be the clay colorway. Now, if you know anything about the Apple Silicone cases, the thing I love about them is they're going to have so many different colors that you can match them to whatever color iPhone that you have. And you'll see the colors. Just hit the link down below and you can go out there and check the colors out. But when it comes to this gray color, you're going to get the clay, which is like a dark grayish, and then you're going to have the darker emblem as it goes right there on the side of your ring of your camera. You're going to kind of get like a rubberized plastic filling that goes around it. Flipping it over on the inside, you're going to get that soft felt lining. That's basically standard protocol when it comes to Apple cases. It's going to say iPhone. You're going to have that MagSafe ring, and you can see that felt lining. When it comes to your buttons on the side, you're going to get the same type rubbery plastic filling buttons, nice and tactile buttons. Doesn't stick out a lot, but the buttons do get the job done. Volume up and down, action button, and over here on the power button. When it goes down to the bottom, you're going to see this cutout for your Type-C. And instead of having the cutouts for the actual speakers, they have your dot cutouts. In my opinion, it's fine. It doesn't affect the sound. It sounds just fine with the little dot cutout. And that's kind of it. I'm pretty sure all of you know standard protocol when it comes to the silicone case. Let's see how much this thing weighs, because the combination of this with the 15 Pro Max actually is not a heavy combination and it's fairly light. So the case alone, we are looking at 33 grams. In my opinion, that's going to be on the light side of things. So let's go ahead and grab that natural titanium 15 Pro Max. And as you know, when it comes to official Apple cases, as you pop that bad boy in, it will give you the, well, I was looking forward for the notification to let me know that it was popped on. Let's run that back. Wait a minute, Apple. Don't be trying to troll me live on camera. Let's pop it on. And let's see that. There it is. You get that animation. There you go, letting you know what color case that you are popping on. That's one thing you will not get with any other case out there. It's just the little things when it comes to Apple, man. But let's go ahead and weigh. Let me go ahead and power this back on, and let's weigh the case and the phone together. And we are looking at 266 grams with the Apple Silicone case paired with that 15 Pro Max. So there it is if you need to see this. So let's go and look around the case. Like I stated, man, this color combination right here, I feel like is the best color combination. I kept hearing about it online about how the natural titanium with that clay silicone case was the best. And then I got it in and I was like, you know what, they weren't lying, man. They were keeping it a buck. They were keeping it real when it comes to this color combination. So let's look real close when it comes to the actual camera ring. And let's take a look at the lay on the table protection first, actually. Now, when it comes to the lay on the table protection, that lip right there, it ain't lipping. The lip is not lipping when it comes to this case. I mean, you're talking about a very faint lip. Now, this case right here is not going to be meant for the dropsies. This is going to be your everyday ding and dang scratch type of case. If you got a case of the dropsies, man, you might want to use something different than silicone, because this thing right here isn't going to give you that level of protection that you can expect if you have the dropsy. So when it comes to that lip, you talking about very faint that goes all the way around. When you set it on his face, it has just a little bit, just a smidgen of material there when it comes to the face. So you know that it is not sitting on the actual phone itself. But when it comes to that drop, yeah, you might want to be careful, and you might want to have that Apple Care on deck just in case you mess around and F up. All right, you just might want to have it on deck. So lip protection is barely there. When it comes to the camera, I mean, this is kind of standard protocol when it comes to camera protection. I always say that I wish all cases had a little bit more lip protection when it comes to the cameras, but they don't want to do it because they don't want this thing to rock like crazy while it's on the table. But it has a little lip that goes around it. Not terrible. It's just enough to protect that camera lip so you're not damaging those beautiful camera lens and those nice cameras when it comes to your 15 Pro Max. Now, how does this silicone case fit on the phone? Because one thing about the silicone cases, I've never really been a big fan of them, but they do have a pretty good fit, and I cannot lie. So when you're talking about going along the sides, when you're talking about the pull and tug test, it's fairly stiff a little bit. And then when it comes to this right here, you're going to get a little pull when it comes to the buttons, but it's not going to be anything that's going to leave you wanting for more. It's not going to leave you desiring for a tighter fit. To hit the top and the bottom, you're going to get a little bit of pull there, but overall, it is very snug when it comes to all around the sides of the case. So when you pop it on, it don't really give you a super satisfying click. That one right there does, but most of the corners just kind of pop on. It sounds like kind of an air pocket popping on somewhere. When the case is on, it's on. It's not going to come off. Just like I stated, man, I just came back from my school's homecoming, man. Tons of partying, tons of drinking, the phone all over the place. And not one time has the case came off of the phone. So I'm very impressed with that. So the fit, I'm not even going to lie. The fit ain't bad, okay? But I've never had beef with the fit. The thing I had beef with is the quality of the case and how it does over time. Now, how does this case feel in your hand? Now, you already know this is going to be a silicone material. Now, and you guys let me know down below if you are a fan of the silicone case. Why or why not? Why you like it, why you don't like it. Let me know in the comment section down below. But this is going to be a silicone feel. So that's one thing that can kind of rub people the wrong way. In my opinion, it's not terrible. I like it, but I don't love it. And certain times, this thing is really grippy. Depends on how your moisture on your hands do when you're talking about holding it. But then at other times, it can be a little bit slippery. So it really just depends the state of your hand and, you know, what the condition is of your hand. I feel like we're talking about some damn weather, but that's what it comes. It really just depends because sometimes it can be slippery. Sometimes it can be a little bit grippy. But one thing's for sure is it's still going to keep a very thin profile when it comes to that, man. One thing about this titanium 15 Pro Max, man, this thing is light. I don't want to bulk it up even more. And when it comes to the Apple Silicone case, I've really been loving the thin, minimal, very lightweight combination. Yet you still have coverage all the way around it, albeit it may not be the most protective. All of your sides are covered, and that is what I can appreciate. So in the hands, it doesn't feel that bad. Can be a little bit slippery, can be a little bit grippy. It all just depends on how you perceive silicone. And one thing about it, when you take this in and out your pocket, one thing people always want to ask is, does it leave lint? Does it pull lint out your pockets? I had it in all different colors jeans, and when you take it out your jeans, after it's been there for a little while, you will see a little bit of dark lint that comes from your jeans and different things like that. But you know what? You just brush it off and you keep it moving and all is well. So yeah, it may pull some of that lint out of your pocket, but it's not a big deal. Once again, it's a case. It's here to protect your phone. Stop worrying about what the case looks like. Like I said, man, soon we're going to need a case for our damn cases out here on the market. So it may pull a little bit of lint out. It is what it is. And now let's go ahead and test that MagSafe strength out. And MagSafe, I'm not mad at the MagSafe, man. So dropping it down on MagSafe, of course, it will start to charge. Let's see if it has enough weight room time in order to pick up this base. Now, it wants to pick it up. As you guys can see, it definitely, you can hear the thud happening. And even if you go real slow, I feel like you can almost pick this base up. Now, no, it does not pick it up. I always got to make this thing right here is like 700 grams, man. It takes a lot to lift this up. These magnets are going to be just fine. It actually has very strong magnets to be an Apple Silicone case. But once again, that's one thing that I never really beefed at when it came to Apple Silicone cases. But I feel like this year, the magnets are pretty strong. It's going to work just fine with all of your mounts. Throwing some accessories up here, man, it's going to snap up there with confidence. As you can see right here, we can do the shake. We can do the shake test, and it does fly off, but you really got to shake this thing like crazy. And if you do want to pop the Apple Wallet up here, you can pop the wallet up here, and it's going to do just fine. This thing is not going to come off easy, and I'm not really doing this the lightest. That's some decent magnets. Those are some decent magnets. This MagSafe right here, this MagSafe battery is going to be the 633, actually the 622, and this is going to be a normal size one, man. But nobody is going to be shaking things violently like that. So if you have a wallet, it's going to work just fine with your MagSafe wallet. Anything MagSafe related, whether it's a mount, whether it's a stand, whether it's on your car mount, trust me, this MagSafe will be just fine. So overall, T, how do you feel about the Apple Silicone case? Is it still as bad as I always thought it was? For 50 bucks, this is the longest that I've used it, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you and say, for 50 bucks, if somebody wanted to go out there and buy this case for 50 bucks, I wouldn't even be mad. It's honestly not that bad as I thought it was. Sometimes you just got to use these cases. Sometimes the cases that you dislike the most, you got to jump out there and use them so you can really get a feel for the case and how you really feel as it feels. And for the Apple Silicone case to give you so many color variations so you can pair it with your iPhone for 50 bucks, man, I can't even front with y'all, man. It's not that bad. When it comes to the buttons, I forgot about the buttons. I mean, y'all hear that? Action button. I mean, all of the buttons are tactile. There is no issues with it. I honestly don't have much bad to say about this case. Maybe longevity. If you take your case on and off, if you drop it, you probably can damage the silicone just a little bit. But if you don't drop your phone and you want a case combination to really match with this natural titanium, stay tuned to the channel. I will be doing video of the best cases for the natural titanium. And guess what case is probably going to be one of the best for the natural titanium? That's going to be this gray silicone case. So if you're thinking about picking up an Apple Silicone case, man, don't define wovens. I need to do an updated video about that because I ain't really feeling it, man. But if you do want to get an Apple Silicone case, I am honestly not mad at it if you decide to go out here and spend 50 bucks on it. Links down below. Go check out a color that you can see fit when it comes to your Apple Silicone case. But if you want to step it up a little bit more, give it a little bit more protection, get a little bit more grip so you don't have to worry about that silicone, man, I did another review that you might want to pop right here with another fire color that goes very well with the natural titanium. I'll pop that video right here or right here. One of the sides, there you go the video.